Apologies for the outage, guys. Really sorry about that. I have no idea why we are having so many issues. Well, let me try my best to remain connected to the stream. Really sorry for not being able to give you guys 2 fights in the main card. Really apologize for that. So really sorry about that, guys. Anyways, they weren't very interesting fights either. We got Ben Saunders getting the unanimous decision 29-28 against Mcgee, and then we had Sergio Pettis winning the unanimous decision against John Moraga. So those 2 fights, unfortunately, I could not give you the play-by-play. Really sorry about that. Some Wi-Fi issues going on, but trust me, I back. Okay, when I say trust me, I back. Okay, so just let me know in the comments whether you guys can hear the audio clearly and whether we are up and running finally after all of that shitty Wi-Fi shit happening over a period of time. I don't know what happens to the router, but yep, really sorry for that. So let me type out an apology. Okay, so finally we are ready for the main cards. Co-main event of the evening, Lozon versus Marcin. Marcin making the walk to the octagon, and he's a accomplished grappler is what I'm being told, and he's gonna be fighting Joe motherfucking Lozon for the co-main event of the evening. The bonus king is also about to enter the octagon. My pick for the fight is gonna be the bonus king getting the fight via KO or submission. That is going to be my prediction. Once again, apologies for the interruption in the streaming. Marcin has got 9 first round finishes, 12 wins by submission, and has won 7 out of his last 9 fights. So trust me, guys, when I say I back. Trust me, I back. Marcin making the entrance to the octagon. Getting the reception from the crowd. Out of Massachusetts is the bonus king, Joe Lozon. Whenever he fights, it's always an entertaining fight for the fans, for sure. And I guess people are already pissed with the stream, so real sorry, real quick, guys. Come on, let's get back on board. Alright, let's get back on board, shall we? The bonus king's back. We are all set for the main event, co-main event of the evening. He's in the blue shorts, and my prediction is going to be for Lozon for the victory. Tried most post-fight bonuses in UFC history, 15. Fifth most wins in lightweight history, 13. And finished 25 of 26 wins, 8 by knockout, 17 by submission. That is why he is called as the bonus king. All set for the co-main event of the evening. Also, his son, a cancer survivor. Props to the family for, fighting through it. Always the crowd favorite, Joe Lozon, the bonus king. Let's see the tail of the tape. It should be really interesting. Virtually identical, except the fact that Marcin held is 8 years the younger of Joe Lozon. That is the interesting aspect of this particular fight. That is what is going to probably give him an advantage, is probably the speed. But man, Joe Lozon is no joke. 32 is not old enough, and I feel Lozon should be able to pull this off quite convincingly. Do stay tuned to the channel, guys, because next up we have BJ Penn going up against Yair Rodriguez. That is still to come. Marcin held is the plus 100 underdog. 22 wins and 5 losses. The odds are really odd for today's event. But anyways, he's an accomplished grappler looking for his big money fight in the UFC. But Joe Lozon looks like the favorite as per the Vegas odds, minus 130. Joe Lozon has got 26 wins and 13 losses, fighting out of Bridgewater, Massachusetts. The bonus king, Joe Lozon, gets a great response from the crowd. The referee is Herb Dean. I did not expect this to go to 3 rounds unless Joe Lozon wants it to. This should be a pretty much straightforward fight for Joe to finish either via TKO or via submission. Here we go. They touch gloves. Taking the center is Joe. Marcin's jabs straight up, putting some pressure on Joe Lozon. Joe, though, connects with the right hook, but answered with a right of his own by Marcin. Marcin looks to stand and bang for the time being. Not really a problem for Joe. But the stand-up is not Marcin's strong suit. Good connection by Marcin, though, on the right hand. Good jab, Marcin. Stick and move. Oh, good right hand by Marcin. That one rocked Joe a little bit. Oh, over the top by Joe Lozon. Oh, elbows. Elbows by Joe. Lands up on top. Switches for an armbar but does not get it. Beautifully done. Leg lock attempt. Oh, overhand over the top by Joe Lozon, man. Always entertaining as usual. Joe has to be careful to not get caught by Marcin. Has to be careful. He is the better. Oh, good connection by Marcin. Good connection. Slowed Joe down there. Joe's rhythm is a little off today. Joe Lozon clinching up against Marcin against the cage. Maybe going for a single, but the underhooks are in for Marcin held and does not look like anything is going to be happening right now. Maybe a trip is coming up. Joe Lozon, though, staying calm and collected. Maybe Marcin going for a trip. Oh, good takedown by Marcin held. Immediately into the guard is Joe Lozon. A good recovery by Joe Lozon for the guard. Maybe going for an arm triangle there. Open guard for Joe Lozon. Is he going for an Ezekiel choke? Does not look like it. Lozon still recovering the guard. Going for side control. But still gets it. Successfully, Marcin held is an accomplished grappler. Joe Lozon holding on to the back of Marcin. And the referee does not see any action, then he will stand them back. Joe Lozon had the better of the exchanges in the stand-up. Marcin is not doing a lot of damage on the ground. You can never count Joe Lozon out of a fight. Oh, beautifully done. Up and running. Beautiful recovery by Joe. Scrambled out of the predicament and clinching up against the cage. Marcin always wants to grapple. Looks like a close round though. Joe had the initial advantage in the... Oh, good knee to the head by Marcin. Going for a double. Knees to the knee. Joe, though, aware of the situation. They separate. Joe taking the center. Has to get some offense going. 40 seconds remaining. Right hook connects for Joe Lozon. Clenching up against the cage. This should be a grappling slugfest. Which should be really interesting to assess who's the better grappler here. Marcin is far more decorated than Joe, but Joe does what Joe does. He scrambles and he gets into a fight. He makes it interesting in those positions. Again, pushing up against the cage. Round is almost up. Spinning back elbow. Oh, ground and pound time. Marcin fell back on his back for some reason, but Joe could not capitalize as the round came to an end. Thank you all for joining into the stream. As usual, this is the channel where we break down fights as they happen without getting drunk with our friends. We just do it as it happens, as professionally as possible. Round 1 probably is too close to call right now. Joe Lozon's getting his eye treated. A little bit of a swelling under the right eye of Joe Lozon. Getting good advice from the corner. Joe should probably try to keep the range going. His punches were affecting Marcin a little bit. He cannot really out muscle Marcin in these exchanges, so probably has to keep it standing. But Marcin obviously will clinch up, try to take him to the ground, maybe go for a head and arm choke or an arm triangle. That is what Marcin is looking for. Let's see how this plays out in round 2. They take the center and touch gloves. Marcin with some punches. Lozon has to be a little careful. Oh, spinning capoeira kick. Sort of. By Marcin. Marcin's stand-up has come a long way, I should say. Oh, going for a low double. Oh, not good for Joe though. Immediately into side control. He has to let go of this. Joe Lozon trying to get up, but Marcin beautifully trying to take his back. Not good, not good, not good. Joe has to be a little careful here. Joe is an expert in defending from this position. Joe's trying to reverse himself. Marcin trying to hold on. Good lock onto the body. Joe Lozon though has to be careful with the hands. Has to be careful with the hands. The Marcin held has a wicked rear naked choke from his back. Has to be careful with it. Joe trying to reverse position from that. He can. A beautiful turn by Joe Lozon. Immediately into a double leg. Can he finish it? Good stuff, good stuff. Yes, I think he can. Beautifully done. Beautiful. But Marcin is so tenacious. He is immediately back up. Oh, a standing arm triangle? No, not gonna happen today, Joe. Marcin is really tenacious, though. A lot of good qualities in this fighter. Could be a really close fight. Knees are available. Joe has to not clinch up with this guy. He has to have the striking going. Good knee on the break by Marcin. Good knee. Oh, beautiful level change into a stunning double leg takedown by Marcin. This is not going to plan for Joe Lauzon, though. It's not going as per plan. Has to be a little careful. Has to be careful, though. Marcin is not going to do a lot of damage from this position. Joe has to scramble out. It's gonna be difficult for the judges to score this fight for sure. Maybe going for an arm triangle. Guard is recovered. People are going nuts by chanting Joe's name. But still not a lot of action from Joe from the bottom. Oh, going for an armbar. Yes. Marcin has to be holding on. Okay. Joe Lauzon trying to crank it. Beautifully done. He might want to turn it into a arm crank. Joe could have spun out of position there, but still, Marcin recovers and gets back into guard. Beautifully done. Oh, ground and pound by Marcin. Good stuff. "15 seconds remaining. Can Joe Lauzon pull off the upset? Or can Marcin held retain?" Looks like Marcin held could be ahead on the judges' scorecard. It's a good possibility. That's 2 rounds in the books. Probably Marcin leading the way. Joe Lauzon, though, still game, still dangerous. Maybe he was a little surprised by the grappling efficiency of Marcin held. Even I am a little surprised by the efficiency of Marcin held. Really good stuff by Marcin. Joe has to pull out a stoppage here in the 3rd round because I feel that he's back in the judges' cards, or at least have a very dominant round to probably get a split decision. Joe Lauzon did almost lock up a armbar submission. You have to remember that. The beautiful level change by and the beautiful scrambling of Marcin held is what has stood out in this fight. Joe Lauzon not expecting such a game opponent, I guess, maybe a little underprepared. Oh, 1-2 by Marcin. Oh, good jab, stick and move. Such a young prospect Marcin held. Always game. Good left hook by Marcin. Both guys exchange jabs. Joe Lauzon has to pull the trigger, man. He has 4 minutes to defeat this fighter. Oh, good right hook. Glances for step and elbow by Marcin. Really well-rounded fighting by Marcin Held. Much better than my expectation for sure. Against a game fighter like Joe Lozon. Oh, left hook connects for Joe. But Marcin immediately clinches up and tries to go for the grinding type of fight. Oh, drops in for a single. Joe says, I'm not having any of that. Joe Lozon moves out to the center. Good jab by Marcin again. Joe has to throw some combinations, man. Joe has to throw some combinations. Oh, dropping in low for a double. And gets it. Beautifully done by Marcin Held. Loses the mouth guard, but Herb Dean puts it back into Marcin's mouth. This is not looking good for Joe Lozon, ladies and gents. This is not looking good. Joe Lozon might be defeated in the co-main event by an unknown newcomer. Oh, he just stands up, Marcin Held. He thinks that his stand-up is good. Maybe Joe Lozon is not in the zone today for some reason. Or maybe his unexpected reactions he's getting from Marcin. Good connections by both men. But again, nothing significant for Joe Lozon though to capitalize on. Nothing really significant. Marcin though still clinging onto the cage. Trying to go for takedown. Joe Lozon reverses. Trip takedown. Maybe trying for a back. Okay, got his back, Joe. 1 minute 45 remaining. Can he get a choke? Beautiful, leave the body on the break. And Marcin changes the levels and tries to drop low. But that is not working. But man, such a lot of energy by Marcin Held. Good cardio. Good stand-up. Overall, good performance by Marcin. Resets to the center. Let us see what the last minute holds for us. Joe Lozon trying to go for the knockout punch. But not really. Oh, beautiful level change again by Marcin, man. That is a grappling clinic put in by the newcomer. Relative newcomer compared to Joe Lozon. Beautifully done by this guy, man. Unexpected victory in the books for Marcin Held, unless Joe Lozon can pull something crazy out in the last 35 seconds. This is going to be an easy victory for Marcin Held, and we will be set for the main event, Yair Rodriguez versus BJ Penn, which will also be really interesting to watch. The new age is winning over the old age here, just like Joe Lozon is getting beat up by Marcin Held. I feel Yair Rodriguez could be. Oh, beautiful transitions. Oh. Weird positioning here, but the fight gets over. And Marcin Held is going to be declared victorious, guys. Joe Lozon does not know what hit him. That was a dominant performance by Marcin Held, guys. You have to look out for this prospect in the future. Great fight by Marcin Held. Unexpected, beautiful level changes. Whenever Joe was coming to strike, change the levels, drop the takedown. Great transitions, good power in the clinch, and most importantly, great gas tank. He did not get tired. It looks like Joe Lozon got a little tired by the end of the third round. So we have the official decision coming up, and we are all set for the main event of the evening, which is going to be coming up in probably around 2 to 3 minutes from now. Beautiful job by these guys. All set for the main event, guys. Real interesting stuff. Ooh. Let us see what the judges think. It's a split decision. What? What? What the hell? Joe Lozon is a split decision victor? That is the robbery of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Lozon has been declared as the split decision victor. That is the robbery of the year. Are you kidding me, man? What the hell was that? Joe Lozon, what the hell are these guys smoking, man? These guys are smoking some California weed, I guess. Because this is just garbage. Joe Lozon himself told in the post-fight interview that he did not win that fight. That is how fucked up the decision was. He said, yeah, I might have been close in the first round, but the next 2 rounds he clearly won. I do not agree with the decision. Joe Lozon himself said that. Just look at the 5 statistics, guys. Come on. 5 takedowns. Controversial. I guess a lot of people put a lot of money on Joe Lozon, man. Maybe they fix some fights, fix some decisions. That's sad. Joe Lozon is not the winner of that fight. The Venezuelan vixen Juliana Pena is fighting Valentina Shevchenko. UFC Fight Night Shevchenko vs Pena is on Jan 28. Do tune in for that fight also, guys. This is your channel which will break it down as it happens. Shevchenko is the real deal in striking, whereas Juliana Pena is well-rounded overall. So really interesting. But man, in the co-main event, they did rob Marcin held in the co-main event of the evening. That is the robbery of the year. That is sad, guys. That is just sad. Such a promising newcomer like Marcin Hell should not be limited by a judge's decision like that, man. Come on, look at the control time. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. 5 takedowns. Beautiful transitions in the jiu-jitsu. Joe Lozon himself says that he did not win that fight. I mean, that is just garbage. I don't know what these other two judges are doing in MMA, but that is just absolutely non-acceptable at the highest level like this, man. But anyways, we are all set for the main event of the evening. BJ Penn versus Yair Rodriguez. Can the old age overcome the new age? Can they give the victory to BJ Penn similar to this, even if he got destroyed by Yair Rodriguez? I don't think so, but Jan 28's card is looking stacked. Alex Caceres versus Jason Knight to open the main card. Andrei Arlovsky is going to be fighting Francis Ngannou. Then we have Donald Cowboy Cerrone versus Jorge Masvidal. And then Valentina Shevchenko versus Juliana Pena to determine who will fight Amanda Nunes for the for the women's bantamweight title held by Amanda Nunes. All set, ladies and gentlemen. Phoenix, Arizona is ready. Are you guys ready? I am for sure fucking ready for watching this particular fight. Yair Rodriguez, the Mexican phenom, going against Baby J, the prodigy, BJ Penn. Who is going to win? What is going to be the result? Can BJ pull something out? 7 wins by knockout, 6 by submission. Has finished 13 out of his 16 fights. Or 16 victories. So he is a finisher, BJ Penn, but he is getting old. Can he reset the time clock? Father Time defeats everybody. No fighter has ever won against Father Time. Can he reverse the clock? Can he put it all together against a dangerous striker like Yair Rodriguez, who's young, who has great cardio, who has reasonably good takedowns, good jiu-jitsu, well-rounded overall, but majorly a unexpected and unpredictable striker. So that is what is coming up in the next few minutes. It's been such a great night of fights, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. And in case you're wondering what is this channel, this is the channel called MMA Live, where we do this every fucking week. We break down the fights as they happen, and we do not give any biased opinion. Plus, we don't get drunk, neither do we have friends around to comment unnecessarily on the action. We just break it down as technically as possible. So if you're interested in an alternative style of commentary, you have to tune in here. Do like and subscribe to the video. This has been a great night of fights. The early prelims were amazing. Let me give you a quick update on what happened throughout the fight. The first fight of the night was Dmitry Smylakov versus Cyril Asker. Cyril Asker getting the victory via ground and pound in round 1. Then we had a beautiful uppercut knockout by Joachim Christensen in the second fight of the night. Then we had Walt Harris completely destroying Chase Sherman. Beautiful combination with a knee, right hook, and a left straight that dropped Chase Sherman, and he dropped some bombs to follow up. Then we had the featured fight in the early prelims, Nina Ansaroff versus Jocelyn Lybarger. Nina Ansaroff finishing the fight via rear naked choke late in round 3. Then we started the actual prelims, which was featured on Fox Sports and UFC Fight Pass. The first fight was a kind of a snoozer, actually, wherein Tony Martin pretty much smothered Alex fight for 15 minutes and got the unanimous decision victory. Then we had the second decision. Sorry, not the second decision. We had the first ever Ezekiel choke pulled off by Aleksei, Oleinik, one of my favorite fighters, especially considering his record of 51 victories and 10 losses only against Victor Pesta. Victor Pesta was mounting Aleksei Oleinik, and then he went for an Ezekiel choke, and he choked him out while he was on the bottom. First ever Ezekiel choke in UFC history, ladies and gents. Do follow this guy, Aleksei Oleinik. Then we had Frankie Saenz against Augusto Mendes. Augusto Mendes getting the close split decision victory against Frankie Saenz. Then we had the closing fight for the prelims, Drakkar Klose versus Devin Powell. Devin Powell is the guy who was found on Dana White looking for a fight, season 2, episode 1, and then he got defeated pretty convincingly by Drakkar Klose, who put on a striking and clinching clinic, and he still remains undefeated. Then to open the main card, we had Sergio Pettis versus John Moraga. John Moraga dropped early in the first round, could not really recover from it, and Sergio Pettis put on a dominating performance to earn the unanimous decision. Then we had Mcgee versus Ben Saunders. Many people felt that this could have been given to Mcgee also, but I felt Ben Saunders did just enough in the first 2 rounds to get the 29-28 victory. Then we had the most controversial fight of the night and probably robbery of the year candidate already in the month of January, wherein Marcin held clearly controlled the entire fight, got the takedowns, got the better of the exchanges, and still the judges gave a split decision in favor of Lozon, and Lozon pretty much saying that he did not deserve that victory after the fight. To set it up for the main event between Yair Rodriguez and BJ motherfucking Penn. David Sedillo, we only stream Ryzen Fighting Championship and Bellator. We do not stream UFC fights live because we got in trouble with the UFC and YouTube, who pulled down a couple of my videos before this. So if I get one more strike, I am pretty much out of YouTube. So we would only be breaking down the fights. In case you want to watch these fights, you can watch them on these channels. Let me put it up for you quickly. Just give me a second. I'll tell you where you can watch these fights on. I'll give you some links. Just give me a moment as BJ Penn is about to enter the octagon for his return fight against Yair Rodriguez. So in case you want to watch these fights live, you can watch them on these channels. I am currently watching this on Sony ESPN HD. That is the channel which I'm watching the fights on. So in case you want to watch these fights live, do tune in to the channels which has been mentioned in the comment section, and you can watch these fights live with me as I break down these fights as technically as possible. BJ Penn, great ground and pound, beautiful submissions, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, the only fighter before Conor McGregor and after Randy Couture to be a 2-weight world champion. Not simultaneously. He won the welterweight title and then he won the lightweight title and ended up becoming one of the greatest lightweight champions of all time in the UFC. Also a UFC Hall of Famer. Baby J, the prodigy, BJ Penn. Looks pretty happy. Looks like he wants to hug everyone. He did not even take his pants off nor his shoes off. BJ Penn looking in shape though. Jackson Winklejohn, their coaches, right behind BJ Penn, former UFC lightweight and welterweight champion, one of the 3 fighters to win UFC titles in 2 different weight classes, plus 2015 inductee into the UFC Hall of Fame. Guys, I've had problems in showing the fights before. If Andrew Hinsey, Odd Dreamer, or Samba Kid are on the stream, can you guys provide the links to these guys, please? If you guys can, that will be really good, because these guys want to watch the fights online. Jason Perillo, the striking coach for BJ Penn, is in the corner. I just feel BJ is a little too old to make this comeback, though. He's 37 years of age, but who knows, man? Who knows? But I'm going for Yair Rodriguez. Let me know in the comments who you guys got for the main event of the evening in Phoenix, Arizona, which is about to go down. Yair Rodriguez, the Mexican phenom, El Pantera, about to enter the octagon for the second consecutive main event of his fighting career in the UFC. The crowd is not going nuts, unfortunately. Mr. Canadian Rock 123, thank you for joining in. Otterbraun, all you guys are joining into the stream, thank you very much. In case you're wondering, there is still some time left. If you're living in the US, let me show you something really interesting. Since you guys have come to the channel, let me give you something which you might like. Let me show you something really interesting. But the offer is going up. It's ending today. You have this amazing deal. If you guys can watch the screen right now, the free weekend to watch UFC Fight Pass is about to end today midnight in the US. So if you're in the US till midnight today, you can enjoy free Fight Pass by going to UFC.com and subscribing to the free weekend offer which is running on their website. You can still catch up on the fights which happen in the prelim section, so you can still watch them, or also you can go ahead and watch some of their exclusive content on UFC Fight Pass. It had begun on January 13th. So for those guys who were not able to catch in, this offer ends today midnight. If you're in the US, Sunday midnight is when the offer ends. So if you want to catch up on some fights right after this event wraps up, you can do so, and you can thank me later. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it. No, some of my subscribers just went offline. Actually, I had a streaming issue earlier today. My Wi-Fi went off for some stupid reason, so most of the guys who were tuning in actually could not. They were actually sending out links. You can go to whoever wants to watch this live. Let me give you one more link. Check this website out. Streamtowatch.com. That is the site which I'm putting up right now. So that should have it for free mostly. Yeah, Jacqueline Christensen's fight was such a mismatch, man. You are correct. He finished the fight via a beautiful uppercut which dropped the fighter, which dropped Bohan Milajovic, or however his name is pronounced. That was a mismatch. The early prelims on Fight Pass were amazing. They were much better than the main card, let me tell you that. Till now, all the main card fights have been decisions. I've not really been happy with it. I just hope that BJ Penn's fight, makes up for it. And in case you want to do this every week with me, you can join the channel. You can subscribe to the channel. The links are obviously there. You know where to find them. Yair Rodriguez has a 1-inch reach advantage and is also 2 inches taller compared to BJ Penn, and is also 15 years younger. Almost 15 years younger than BJ Penn. But experience always counts. So, let us start this journey, you and me. Are you ready for the main event? Phoenix, Arizona, if anyone's there, you better be here watching the fight. BJ Penn is a little tense. He should be. This is his comeback fight. If he gets destroyed by Yair Rodriguez, he should retire back. But who knows, man? You can never count out the protege. Let me know in the comments. Let's keep this going. Who you got for the main event? And while you're at it, also subscribe to the channel, because we do this whenever UFC puts up any fight. We try to break it down without any alcohol or friends involved. We just do it as professionally as possible. BJ Penn, former UFC lightweight and welterweight champion from Hawaii, is how they call it. Bruce Buffer has stopped jumping around because he blew out his ACL while announcing the fight some time back, so he does not do the jumping while he does It's Time anymore. The underdog quite significantly is BJ Penn, plus 285 in the Las Vegas odds. Man, BJ Penn looks lean though, looks really fit for 145 pounds. Really fit. The crowd is going absolutely bonkers here. BJ Penn has got a following, guys. My goodness. People are on their feet. Yair Rodriguez is no joke, guys. 5'11", 10 wins, 1 loss, minus 375. Favorite as per the Las Vegas odds. Fights out of Chicago, Illinois. Yair El Pantera Rodriguez. If you remember how he put out Andre Fili via a beautiful jumping roundhouse kick. Man, this guy has got some striking. He can put your lights out anytime, anywhere. And don't underestimate his wrestling too. He is good overall. Go to streamtowatch.com, guys. Go to streamtowatch.com. Here we go, guys. Round 1. Will Yair Rodriguez have the patience to fight the fight he wants to? Southpaw stance. BJ orthodox. Oh, beautiful kick to body to open up the fight. BJ would want to take this to the ground. That is where he is the strongest. BJ is looking a little tentative, looking a little excited. Oh, beautiful leg kick, but checked partially by BJ. Oh, beautiful spinning back kick, but BJ immediately trying to go for the takedown. Sorry guys, they were calling me for breakfast because it's already 11 a.m. in my country. Still BJ pushing in for the takedown. But Yair Rodriguez looking good. Yair Rodriguez can pull the trigger anytime. BJ is very tentative, but he's doing okay till now. BJ has to get in range though. Yair Rodriguez. Oh, beautiful kick to the body again by Yair. Beautiful kick. Man, look at the way he spins around. Oh, good left hook by BJ. Oh, switch kick by Yair. Yair has to calm down too. Both of these guys are a little too twitchy right now. Oh, good knee to the body by Yair. BJ Penn calming down slowly. Overhand right attempt. Oh, knee attempt by BJ. Yair Rodriguez out of the way immediately. BJ Penn still hanging in there. Oh, good punch by Yair. Good punch to the body. Good left hook by Yair Rodriguez. BJ Penn though looking for that right hand of his. Very powerful. Clinching up. Knee to the body is there. But Yair will not want to go there. A good knee to the body by Yair. Oh, beautiful punch to the body, man. BJ is dazed a little. BJ looks a little... Oh, good. Oh my goodness, these kicks are devastating. Oh, beautiful spinning back kick. Partially caught BJ on the back of the head. This is not looking good for BJ Penn, guys. Man, these kicks to the body. He is going on and on and on till the end of dawn. This is help. Oh, the flying knee. Gets BJ down, but BJ recovers. Beautiful knee to the body. Man, the body kicks and the body punches are not looking good for BJ here. Spinning back kick. BJ moves out of the way. Yair Rodriguez trying to focus on the body. BJ not wanting to engage though, surprisingly. Always circling. I think he might be hurt here. The new age with the old age. The weird angles with the traditional angles. Oh my goodness, the kick to the head. How is BJ taking it? Yair has to be patient. Oh, again kick to the body. Oh, beautiful leg kick. Trips BJ. This is some next level striking, guys. You have to witness it to believe it. Go to streamtowatch.com immediately if you're not on it already. Turning standing side kick by Alpantera. BJ Penn though. Oh my god, spinning roundhouse kick to the head. Oh, spinning front kick to the head. BJ is in trouble. Oh my god, BJ is still taking it. Oh, right hook by BJ. That one rocked. A good kick to the body. BJ still in there. 1 minute remaining. Good kick to the body. Kicks to the body again and again and again and again. Oh my goodness. How is BJ standing, man? Wow. Let El Pantera not gas himself out. He has to be careful. This might be BJ's game plan also. Inside leg kick. BJ has no answers at all here. He just found out that he is with the new gen. Oh my goodness. That hand might be broken, guys. I cannot watch this. Oh, spinning back elbow does not connect. Oh my, I'm literally shivering. How is BJ taking so many kicks to the body? Oh, BJ Penn clinching up. Again, knee to the body. Oh, overhand right by Yair. He just throws everything with malicious intent. And round one comes to a close. Guys, Yair Rodriguez is the real deal. My name is Harry, guys. In case you're wondering. I barely forgot to introduce myself to you guys. We've been doing this for quite some time. This is my 30th video on this channel. About to reach 200 subscribers soon. If you can help me out on the sub count, would really appreciate it. But what a stand-up clinic by Yair Rodriguez. Can BJ pull this together? I highly doubt this. BJ needs some advice. Looks like a game plan from Jackson Wink. You never know. These guys make some weird game plans, man. Okay, round two begins. Oh my goodness, BJ is down. Front kick to the face. Going in for the finish. Yair Rodriguez with the ground and pound. BJ still surviving. BJ still surviving. BJ is still taking punches to the head. Oh, it is all over. It is all over. Yair Rodriguez is crying. Well, man, what a performance. BJ Penn is dazed. John McCarthy gave him all the time he wanted, man. Gave him all the time. BJ Penn got hit with a front kick and a right hook, right straight to the head, which knocked him down, and Yair Rodriguez simply poured it on BJ, man. BJ Penn was a little disappointed with the stoppage, though. I agree, he has a right to feel so, but I mean, Yair was pouring it on in the ground and pound. Front kick and right straight. That's what dropped BJ. And then he goes to side control. BJ is still dazed. I think these punches... Oh my god, these ground and pound should have been stopped. Yeah, I think it's a good stoppage, guys. It's a really good stoppage. No doubts there. It is done. It is all over. It's a good stoppage. You cannot question that stoppage, man. Cannot question that stoppage. What does it do to BJ now, man? What do you guys think? Should he retire or... I don't know, man. He could still go for it. But see, this is the difference what time does to you. I mean, this is 15 years difference between these guys. 14 to 15 years of time. I mean, BJ can take punishment. Everybody knows that. But, I mean, the way Yair Rodriguez lit him up, that is just not good to watch, man. Especially for a legend like BJ Penn. You know, who's pretty much done everything in this sport. Two-weight world champion. Defeated Matt Hughes. Had pretty much, destroyed the lightweight division before Conor McGregor popped up on the screen. On the scene. I don't know. It's really tough for BJ to, bounce back from this. Tough loss. Too stubborn, I guess. BJ Penn, man. But seriously, the punishment he took in the first round, he just kept taking it. He was like, to the body, to the head, I think his right hand could easily be broken, or one of his ribs could easily be broken, man. Come on. That stand-up is ridiculous. Yair Rodriguez, though, very respectful. Did not boast around. Started crying almost. I mean, started praying immediately. Was very thankful for it. Got to see what BJ says, though. Thank you all for visiting the channel, guys. Really appreciate it. Do sub if you like the play-by-play. We do this for Ryzen and Bellator too, as and when the fights happen. But definitely we do not miss any UFC fight. The only fights I missed in the entire last year, from the time I started streaming, was UFC 207, because that was Christmas and I was on a holiday. But apart from that, we keep it going. 30 videos already. We can be on this journey together, break down fights, and I will give you links every week for the channels on which you can watch the fights live with me. I even streamed the first fight of UFC Fight Pass prelims today. I did that, but then I got a claimer from YouTube immediately, so I had to pull that down a little bit. So that is pretty much it. That is Yair Rodriguez's night. He's like thanking everybody else, everybody on planet Earth, pretty much. All his friends, family, coaches, training partners. This is a big moment for Yair Rodriguez, man. He's going to the next level after this. BJ Penn, man, walking out of the octagon. Still got support from the fans. And BJ has to be hurt. Seriously hurt. Zach K. Watching this on a TV, man. So, yeah, and the interview's over, unfortunately. So thank you all, man. What a night of fights. Just a quick recap for what happened in this amazing fight card. The early Fight Pass prelims, according to me, was really good. The first fight was Dmitry Smolyakov versus Cyril Asker. Cyril Asker getting the ground and pound victory early in round 1 for that fight. Then we had Bojan Mihajlovic going up against Joachim Christensen. Joachim pretty much put him out through a beautiful uppercut and finished him on the ground early in round 3. Then we had Walt Harris finishing Chase Sherman in round 2, probably KO of the night. You guys should check this one out if you have a chance. Knee to the body, right hook, and then left straight, drops Chase Sherman, and then he pounces on him and finishes the fight. Then we had Amanda Nunes' girlfriend, Nina Ansaroff, getting the victory late in round 3 via a beautiful rear naked choke against Jocelyn Lybarger, former RFA women's strawweight champion. No joke. So that was the early Fight Pass prelims. All 4 fights via finish. Then we entered the Fight Pass actual prelims on Fox Sports. Tony Martin demolishing Alex White on the clinch and grappling exchanges and finishing via a unanimous decision. Then we had the first ever guys, Ezekiel choke by Aleksei Oleinik against Victor Pesta. Victor Pesta mounted him. Aleksei Oleinik said, "You know what, son, come here." And then he got a beautiful Ezekiel choke on him. First ever in UFC history, but for Aleksei Oleinik, this was the 10th Ezekiel choke finish which he has done in his lifetime. 51 victories and 10 losses. One of my favorite fighter, guys. If you do not follow him, you should right now. Then we went to hometown boy Frankie Saenz against Augusto Mendes. Augusto Mendes getting the split decision victory. A really close fight there. Then the main featured bout in the Fight Pass prelims, Drakkar Klose undefeated and remains undefeated against Devin Powell. Devin Powell was the guy who got found on Dana White looking for a fight, season 2 episode 1, but unfortunately he could not make good on his UFC debut. Then the main card started with Sergio Pettis getting a dominant decision victory against John Moraga. Mcgee versus Ben Saunders was also very close, but Ben Saunders getting the overall striking exchanges in the first 2 rounds and getting the victory via unanimous decision. Then the surprise of the night and the robbery probably of the year was Joe Lozon winning against Marcin held. If you look at it, 8 minutes 30 seconds of control, 5 takedowns, very dominant performance from Marcin held. I got it 29-28 for Marcin, but the judges gave him to Joe Lozon, and Joe Lozon himself said that, you know what, I don't deserve to win that fight. Then we had the main event, Yair Rodriguez lighting BJ Penn up in the first round and finishing him via strikes, via technical knockout early in round 2. What is next for BJ? I have no clue, guys, but what a night of fights. Thank you all for joining in. Beautifully done by Yair Rodriguez. Yair should fight Swanson or Frankie next. I think Swanson is a good fight. Mr. Canadian Rock 1, 2, 3. That should be a really good fight against Cub Swanson. I do feel Yair Rodriguez is the much more superior striker compared to Cub Swanson. But hey, Cub Swanson can connect, and it could be a really entertaining fight. Even one more fight comes to mind is Doo Ho Choi. Could be a really good one too. Juan Alvarez, thank you very much. Really appreciate Really appreciate the comments which have been coming in today. And just in case, if you're in the United States of America, look at this screen, ladies and gents. A free weekend for UFC Fight Pass if you're in the US, and if it's not Sunday midnight yet, it should be very soon. You can watch all the UFC fights on UFC Fight Pass for free. This was an offer which was beginning on January 13th. In case you're not aware, I'm highlighting it on the screen right now. January 13th onwards, it was a free weekend on UFC Fight Pass. If you still have time, please go check it out. Support the UFC and show them some love because it's a free weekend. Next up, we have on Jan 28th a beautiful fight card coming up for us. Look at this fight card, guys. If you're not pumped for this fight night, I don't know what you will be pumped up for. Valentina Shevchenko, who destroyed Holly Holm in her last fight, is going up against Juliana Pena, the Venezuelan vixen. Look at them. Both of them are amazing stand-up fighters. But in the ground, I feel Juliana Pena has the advantage. But you never know. Close fight to call. Number 1 versus number 2. Then we have Cowboy Donald Cerrone going up against Jorge Masvidal, because Jorge Masvidal called him out and Cowboy does not give a fuck to no one. And he said, you know what, son? Let's get it on. Come on. Just like John McCarthy would say, 32 wins and 7 losses for Cowboy. Can he make it 33? You never know. Then we have Andre the Pitbull Arlovsky going up against Francis the Predator Ngannou. Look at the Predator there. He looks so badass. And he's been destroying opponents in the UFC. Only 1 defeat is on his record. I feel it's a bad fight for Andre Arlovsky, man. Late in his career. Not look like a good fight for for Andre Arlovsky. Then the last fight on the main card is Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres versus Jason Knight. That is also gonna be a great ground fighting on the main card of UFC Fight Night. But don't go nowhere because Nate Marquardt is in the house. This might be one of his retiring fights. You never know, but he's going up against Smiling Smile Sam Alvey. This should be a real interesting feature bout there. But according to me, fight of the night potential is going to be there for this fight. I don't know why they put this on the undercard on the prelims. No way. Jose Aljamain Sterling versus Rafael Assunção. Are you fucking kidding me? This one should be on the main card instead of Bruce Leroy, but who cares? New owners, $4 billion sale. They need some marketing people, man. They need some marketing people. Then we have Bobby Nash versus Li Jianling. Could be a stand-up war, that one. Then we have Henrique de Silva Frankenstein versus Jordan Johnson, newcomers to the UFC. Then we have another ground fighting exhibition, probably with Eric Spicely versus Alessio De Chirico. And to round everything off, we have Marcos Rosario de Lima, John Phillips, Alessandre Pantoja, Eric Selton, and the last fight, Jason Gonzalez versus JC Carter. That is your lineup for Jan 28th, 2017, the second fight night of the year, the second card of the year. Do join me on Jan 28th on the same channel. The channel name is MMA Live. My name is Harry. If you like my work, do subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time on the same fucking channel. Till then, I will see you guys on the UFC Fight Pass, I hope, because I'm going to go there and watch some fights right now. So you guys should do that too. So, peace. I'm out. Thank you all for joining. Great night of fights, man.